When Donald Trump launched his campaign for president in 2016, it was down that famous escalator in the tower bearing his name. For Joe Biden, his first steps as a 2020 candidate were in a train station that now bears his name. It was fitting for the man who spent most of his career riding the rails to and from Washington.
I started by taking the train when I got elected as a 29-year-old kid to the United States Senate. I started going back and forth every single day so I could be home in Wilmington every night with my 2 young boys as a single dad after I lost my wife.
Soon, Amtrak became a part of Biden's political identity.
Nobody, literally in history, has ridden Amtrak as much as me as a conductor. No? Over 8,000 round trips I have made, literally. 8,000 round trips between Washington and Wilmington.
And with it came an extended family.
The people who tend to this station, the conductors who have become my personal and longtime and continued friends, they're a part of my identity. They're a part of who I am, whether I like it or not.
Greg Weaver is a retired Amtrak conductor and one of those friends.
We didn't talk a lot about heavy political stuff. We talked more about our children, our grandchildren. I actually remember at times when he was senator going down there, he would bring his kids with him. He'd let them skip school that day. He'd say, don't tell nobody we're skipping school. And he'd sneak them down there, and they loved it. Hunter and Bo, they loved going down there with them.
So you got to know really all the Bidens?
Yeah, I got to know all the Bidens over the years, yeah.
Weaver introduced Biden in 2009 when the vice president-elect joined President-elect Obama on a train ride to Washington for their inauguration.
And now, it's my honor to introduce Amtrak's #1 commuter, Vice President-elect Joe Biden.
Biden let the country in on a secret.
Thank you, Greg. Now, what he didn't tell you, occasionally, he'd be standing outside the door as the Acela came up. I'd be coming down Martin Luther King Boulevard. I'd call in here to Ron and say, Ron, I can see the light. I'm only 2 away. What do you think? And he'd say, I'll check with Greg. There was always some mechanical difficulty that lasted for a minute or two.
I think Amtrak forgave me. Amtrak granted me immunity on that one, I think.
Did he ever really ask for special treatment other than the occasional, give me an extra couple minutes, Greg?
That's all he ever asked for. It was quite the opposite. He would actually apologize to me, and he would apologize to the passengers at times. He did it in a way that he was a morning commuter with everyone else, and he just wanted to get his coffee, sit down and do his work just like everybody else sat down and did their work on the train.
Just like 12 years ago, Biden hoped to take the train to Washington for the inauguration, but security concerns knocked those plans off track. Weaver, who caught up with Biden during the campaign, suspects he'll be back on Amtrak before too long.
If you could have a conversation with the president once he's sworn in, or even take a ride with him to Washington or back here to Wilmington, what do you think you'd use that conversation to say to him?
Well, the first thing I'd tell him is exactly what I told him first time I talked to him after he was elected vice president. And I said, Joe, I'm proud of you, but I'm more proud of the people of the United States who voted for you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.